Children of the infinite, hear me and awaken. The world does not give value. It reflects value. What you command within, the world will bow to without. The beggar within attracts crumbs, the sovereign within summons palaces. Say aloud, I am the chosen of the Almighty. I carry the vibration of kingship, and none can deny me. You were not born to chase, you were born to call forth. You were not sent to beg, you were sent to reign. Those who dishonor you do so because you have not yet declared your divine worth. The universe mirrors the decree of your lips and the posture of your soul. Stand in alignment with divine law, and the proud will bow, the resistant will yield, the doubtful will tremble at your light. Declare now, I am priceless, I am unshakable, I am ordained by divine intelligence. The world must rise to meet me. There are laws that cannot be broken. The law of vibration, what you radiate returns multiplied. The law of identity, you cannot receive beyond what you believe yourself to be. The law of dominion, every soul is given territory to rule, and when you rise, creation obeys. The law of demand, supply is summoned by the clarity of your command. The law of recognition, what you honor within yourself the world will be forced to acknowledge. You are not small, you are not weak, you are not overlooked. Say it, they will seek me, they will honor me, they will beg for my presence, because I live in divine alignment. Wealth is not earned by toil, wealth is magnetized by consciousness. Respect is not stolen by force, respect is commanded by identity. Love is not chased down the streets of desperation, love flows to the soul ablaze with certainty. When you align with these laws, people will see you differently. Those who ignored you will crave your voice. Those who dismissed you will run to your gates. Those who took you for granted will bow to the radiance of your awakened self. You are the temple of divine authority. You are the altar of prosperity. You are the chosen vessel of abundance. And when you declare, the heavens echo and earth obeys. Speak it now with fire. I do not chase. I do not beg. I attract. I command. I embody divine worth, and the world values me. This is the prophetic promise. When you stand in your rightful power, when you guard your vibration, when you honor your soul's identity, they will beg for you, not because of your effort, but because of your essence, not because of your pursuit, but because of your posture, not because you demand of them, but because you stand unmovable in the truth of who you are. Awaken, arise, decree, and know you are the prize, you are the light, you are the one they cannot ignore. Hear me now, beloved of the infinite, for this is the law that separates the bound from the free, the beggar from the king, the overlooked from the exalted. You are not what the world has told you. You are not the sum of their judgments. You are not the echo of their doubts. You are the decree of the divine, the living word made manifest, the breath of God clothed in flesh. Until you speak the truth of your identity, you will walk as a shadow among men, but when you open your mouth with fire and declare, I am the chosen, I am the worthy, I am the reflection of divine intelligence, then heaven and earth must rearrange themselves to reflect the vibration of your words. The world bows to identity, not to effort. The world responds to decree, not to desperation. You may toil for years, begging for recognition, clawing for scraps of respect, yet receive nothing but dust if within your soul you have not declared who you are. Identity is the root, and everything else is the fruit. If the root is weak, the harvest will wither. If the root is strong, the harvest cannot be denied. Say it aloud, with unwavering voice, I know who I am, and I refuse to be anything less. The law of identity is the law of alignment. You cannot attract wealth if you secretly believe you are unworthy of it. You cannot magnetize honor if you secretly accept dishonor. You cannot command love if you secretly despise yourself. The universe hears the whispers of your subconscious, and it echoes them back through people, circumstances, and events. If you bow within, life will make you crawl. If you rise within, life will carry you to thrones. The question is not, what do they call me? The question is, what have I declared myself to be? Speak it with holy boldness. I am abundance in form. I am respect embodied. I am power revealed. I am destiny fulfilled. These are not empty words. They are divine keys, unlocking the invisible vault of supply and authority. For the vibration of identity is creative force. When you declare your identity, you plant the seed of destiny in the soil of eternity, and it must bear fruit in time. You are not small, you are not accidental, you are not replaceable. You are a chosen vessel, a temple of divine presence, a carrier of the eternal flame. And when you forget this, you fall into chains of false identity, the chains of comparison, the chains of inferiority, the chains of seeking validation from those unqualified to judge your worth. Break those chains now by declaring, I am who God says I am, and nothing less. The law does not bend, the world cannot resist it. As you speak identity, circumstances must bow, people must recognize, opportunities must appear. The spoken word carves pathways in the unseen, and life rushes to fill them. Speak low, and life will keep you low. Speak high, and life will lift you beyond measure. Therefore, speak only that which exalts your true essence. Say, I am radiant with divine authority. I am unstoppable in divine purpose. I am crowned, I am chosen, I am called. Never let another's opinion override the voice of your identity. They may mock, they may doubt, they may resist, but their words are powerless before the decree of the divine within you. For when you stand and say, I am, all of creation must whisper back, yes, you are. This is the secret the unawakened never grasp, that life does not give to the needy, it gives to the knowing. And those who know themselves cannot be denied. Declare it until the marrow of your bones trembles with certainty. Declare it until your shadow carries authority. Declare it until the very air around you vibrates with recognition. You are not waiting to become, you already are. The crown has always been on your head, the scepter has always been in your hand, the throne has always been beneath your feet. Now speak it, claim it, embody it. For when you walk in the law of identity, the world will not only see you, the world will serve you. Silence is not weakness, silence is not emptiness, silence is not retreat. Silence is the fortress of the soul, the throne of kingship, the language of power. The fool spills every thought, but the wise conceal their fire until the appointed hour. Those who cannot hold silence cannot hold destiny, for the measure of your restraint is the measure of your rule. Hear this eternal law. Value is multiplied by scarcity, worth is magnified when it is not scattered. When you master silence, your presence becomes weighty, your words become thunder, your very absence becomes a demand the world cannot ignore. Do not mistake noise for influence. Do not confuse chatter with authority. The multitude screams, but the sovereign whispers, and the world leans forward to hear. The more you reveal without discipline, the more cheaply you sell your soul. But when you guard your tongue, when you veil your strategies, when you keep your treasures within, men will seek, will wonder, will thirst for what you carry. Silence awakens curiosity, and curiosity awakens pursuit. To be pursued is to be valued, and to be valued is to reign. Say aloud, I am not compelled to explain myself. I am not forced to reveal myself. I choose when I speak, I choose when I unveil, and my silence is power. The one who cannot be silent is already enslaved, tossed by every wind of gossip, controlled by the reactions of others. But the one who can endure the pull to speak, and still hold his tongue, sits upon a throne that none can topple. This is the mystery. What you do not say carries more weight than what you speak. There is divine timing in utterance. A word spoken too soon is barren. A word held until the appointed moment becomes seed, root, and harvest all at once. Your silence disciplines the world. Your silence forces recognition. Your silence demands respect. When others reveal all, you reveal little. When others waste breath, you conserve power. When others chase validation, you remain still, and because of that stillness, they turn toward you. For silence is magnetism, silence is command, silence is royalty. Declare now, my silence is not emptiness, it is fullness restrained. My silence is not fear, it is wisdom in control. My silence is not loss, it is the amplification of my value. The crowd does not understand this. They equate noise with significance. They equate confession with closeness. They equate visibility with power. But those who burn with true light understand that silence is a veil, and behind the veil lies majesty. Even the universe itself preaches this law. The stars do not shout, yet the heavens declare glory. The oceans do not argue, yet their vastness humbles kings. The mountains do not boast, yet their stillness speaks louder than armies. In the same way, you must embody silence as strength, stillness as might, restraint as proof of identity. The less you give, the more you are sought. The less you reveal, the more they pursue. The less you explain, the more they listen when you finally choose to speak. When your voice is rare, it is priceless. When your presence is scarce, it is revered. When your thoughts are guarded, they are treasured. And this is why silence is not absence but multiplication of worth. Those who master it cannot be ignored. Those who embody it cannot be dismissed. Those who wield it rightly will make others beg for their words, their presence, their guidance. So declare once more, I master the power of silence. My restraint increases my value. My stillness is authority. My words are few but eternal. My silence makes them rise, makes them seek, makes them beg. This is the law, unbroken and unbreakable. The world does not value the loud, it values the rare. And when you stand in silence, clothed in restraint, crowned in composure, you are no longer one among the crowd. You are the mystery, the revelation, the one they cannot forget, the one they cannot replace. Wealth is not seized by frantic hands. Respect is not gained by restless pursuit. The one who chases reveals lack, but the one who stands in alignment reveals dominion. Hear this eternal decree. What belongs to you comes by law, not by struggle. The universe is not moved by desperation, it is moved by vibration. When your soul vibrates with wealth, wealth seeks you. When your spirit radiates authority, respect bows before you. There is no need to chase what you already are. The diamond does not beg to be valued, the sun does not plead to be noticed, the ocean does not cry to be revered. They stand in their nature, and the world must respond. So too, when you stand in the fullness of your divine alignment, abundance and honor flow to you without effort. Say aloud, I do not chase, I attract. I do not beg, I command. I do not strive, I align with divine law. For the law is sure. Like attracts like, vibration summons its own, identity shapes destiny. To chase is to confess that the thing you desire is apart from you, but to align is to know that it is already yours in spirit, already finished in eternity, awaiting your recognition. Those who chase remain beggars, but those who align walk as kings and queens. Chasing comes from fear, from lack, from the lie of separation. Alignment comes from knowing, from trust, from the revelation that the infinite has already supplied all. The river does not chase the sea, yet it reaches it unfailingly. The seed does not chase the harvest, yet it bursts forth by divine timing. The magnet does not chase iron, yet all that is meant for it is irresistibly drawn. So too, when you are in alignment, wealth must appear, respect must be given, honor must be shown. Declare with boldness, I align with prosperity, therefore prosperity aligns with me. I align with honor, therefore honor is my cloak. I align with divine worth, therefore the world esteems me. The chase is noise, but alignment is signal. The chase is exhaustion, but alignment is energy. The chase is confusion, but alignment is clarity. Life is not conquered by striving, it is mastered by harmony with eternal law. Respect is never granted to the one who runs after it. Respect is granted to the one who demands it by the radiance of being. You do not convince people to value you, you embody value until they have no choice. You do not prove your worth with desperate acts. You embody worth with calm assurance. The lion does not need to explain that it is king of the jungle. Its very presence silences doubt. In the same way, when you stand aligned with your divine identity, respect surrounds you without argument. Wealth, too, is a vibration. Those who align with lack repel it. Those who align with greed distort it, but those who align with divine supply attract it effortlessly. To align is to live in the consciousness of abundance, to speak as though it is done, to walk as though it is yours, to expect without doubt, and to receive without apology. Say it again. I am wealth in form. I am respect in essence. I am abundance in alignment. The chase leads to exhaustion, but alignment leads to overflow. The chase breeds rejection, but alignment births recognition. The chase leaves you empty, but alignment crowns you full. Therefore, rise above the noise of striving and take your place in the stillness of power. Know who you are, decree what you are, and the universe will rearrange itself to obey your vibration. This is the revelation. Wealth is magnetized, not hunted. Respect is commanded, not chased. Abundance is attracted, not pursued. Stand tall, stand certain, stand aligned with divine law, and watch as the world runs toward you. For when you are aligned, you are unstoppable, undeniable, and irresistible. And all that you once chased will chase you. All that you once begged for will beg for you. And all that you once sought will seek you. To withdraw is not weakness. To step back is not defeat. To remove yourself is not loss. Withdrawal is the weapon of the wise, the strategy of the sovereign, the law of demand in motion. Those who waste their presence on the unworthy diminish their own value. Those who scatter their pearls before swine bury their greatness in the mud of mediocrity. But those who know when to depart, those who know when to walk away, those who know when to cloak themselves in absence, these are the ones who multiply their worth 100-fold. For absence, when born of wisdom, creates hunger. Silence creates longing. Distance creates pursuit. The law is unbreakable. What is always available is never treasured. But what withdraws with dignity becomes irresistible. Declare it now, I am not common. I am not endlessly accessible. I do not waste my presence where it is not honored. I withdraw, and in my absence my value multiplies. For value is not measured in noise, but in rarity. Gold is precious because it is scarce. Diamonds are revered because they are rare. Water is abundant and ignored, but when it disappears, nations tremble. Your worth, too, must be treated as treasure. To remain where you are diminished is to conspire in your own dishonor. Withdraw, and let your absence teach them the lesson your presence could not. Those who misuse your light will miss it when it no longer shines on them. Those who disregard your words will hunger for them when your voice is silent. Those who take your presence for granted will awaken to emptiness when you are gone. Your absence becomes the echo of your value, and that echo grows louder the longer you remain apart. This is divine law. The unworthy only recognize worth in loss. Therefore, do not stay to convince. Do not beg to be valued. Do not waste holy energy proving yourself to the blind. Withdraw, and let absence be your teacher, your weapon, your crown. Say it with fire, I am a rare jewel, and I refuse to cast myself before those who cannot see. I depart with dignity, and in my absence I become irresistible. To chase the unworthy is to declare yourself unworthy. To remain where dishonor reigns is to dishonor yourself. But to step back, to close the gates, to cloak your essence in silence, that is to enthrone yourself in majesty. For kings do not plead to be respected, they withdraw and let nations remember their power. The world values contrast. Presence means little without absence. Speech carries no weight without silence. Light shines brighter against the backdrop of night. So too, your worth glows most fiercely when you remove yourself from those who take it lightly. Your withdrawal creates the contrast that awakens their recognition. They may have overlooked you in the crowd, but they will hunger for you in the void. They may have dismissed you in plenty, but they will seek you in drought. They may have ignored you in closeness, but they will beg for you in distance. Never forget, you are not obligated to stay where you are not honored. You owe no explanation for your withdrawal, for your absence is its own revelation. The world will ask, where did they go? Why do I feel this lack? How do I regain their presence? And in that questioning, they will finally know your value. Let them chase, let them yearn, let them beg. You do not move by their demand, you move by divine timing. Declare once more with unshakable authority, I withdraw from the unworthy, and in my absence my value multiplies. I am not diminished by distance, I am magnified by it. I am not weakened by silence, I am exalted by it. I am not forgotten, I become unforgettable. This is the eternal law. Absence creates demand. Stand in it, walk in it, live in it, and watch as those who dismissed you turn into those who pursue you. Watch as those who ignored you hunger for your return. Watch as the very ones who once undervalued you now beg for the presence they squandered. Authority is not begged for, authority is not borrowed, authority is not granted by men. It is recognized because it is radiated. The one who knows themselves cannot be replaced, for their vibration is singular, their essence is eternal, their presence is irreplaceable. Hear this: you were not born to blend into the crowd. You were not designed to be an echo. You were not fashioned to be a shadow. You were sent as a voice, as a flame, as a force of divine law walking in flesh. And when you stand in that knowing, when you carry yourself as chosen, when you decree that no other can take your place, the universe itself bears witness and bends to your command. Say aloud with power, I am unshakable. I am irreplaceable. I radiate authority, and the world must respond. For the world does not respond to weakness. It does not obey confusion. It does not honor timidity. It bows to clarity. It obeys certainty. It yields to the fire of a soul that knows. The timid spirit wavers and is overlooked, but the resolute spirit stands and is revered. Authority is not in the loudness of your voice. It is in the rootedness of your being. The mountain does not shout, yet nations bow before its immovable presence. So too, when you radiate unshakable authority, your silence thunders, your stillness commands. Your gaze alone reshapes the atmosphere. Respect is never secured by pleading. It is secured by radiance. Power is never seized by struggle. It is unveiled through embodiment. You do not need to fight to be recognized. You must only stand in the truth of who you are. For no one else can carry your vibration. No one else can embody your destiny. No one else can wear your crown. What is ordained for you cannot be duplicated. What is assigned to you cannot be stolen. What is written for you cannot be erased. To doubt this is to weaken yourself. To believe this is to walk as one enthroned. Declare again, I am the one chosen for this path. I cannot be replaced. I cannot be overlooked. I am crowned with divine authority, and the world bows to my decree. When you believe this, the atmosphere shifts. People feel it, even if they do not understand it. They sense that you are not common, not expendable, not interchangeable. They sense that in your presence they stand before destiny itself. And because they sense it, they treat you accordingly. This is the law. What you radiate cannot be denied. Do not compete, for competition is the language of those who doubt their own uniqueness. Do not beg, for begging is the act of those who forget their throne. Do not fear replacement, for fear attracts that which you dread. Stand still in certainty, radiate authority, embody destiny, and watch as the doors open without struggle. The universe itself recognizes those who stand in their rightful place. Creation does not argue with the sun. It simply rises to greet its light. Understand this: unshakable authority is not arrogance, it is alignment. It is not pride, it is recognition of divine identity. To radiate authority is to mirror the eternal truth that you are here by design, not by accident. It is to know that you do not need to be chosen by men, for you are chosen by God. And when you walk in that, no counterfeit can replace you, no imitation can diminish you, no rival can dethrone you. Say it once more with fire: I radiate unshakable authority. I am irreplaceable, undeniable, unshakable. I am the one appointed, anointed, ordained. I stand, and the world must bow. This is the revelation. When you embody authority, you do not chase. It comes to you. When you know your worth, you do not fight. You attract. When you stand unmovable, everything unstable must adjust. And when you radiate unshakable authority, all who encounter you know this truth. You cannot be replaced. And now the word is sealed. The decree is complete. The law is spoken. You have heard the strategies of power. You have received the commands of spirit. You have been awakened to the truth that you are not ordinary, not disposable, not forgotten. The crown is already on your head. The scepter is already in your hand. The throne is already beneath your feet. From this hour forward, you shall no longer chase. You shall no longer plead. You shall no longer shrink. You shall stand. You shall speak. You shall embody. You shall guard your vibration with fire. You shall declare your identity with thunder. You shall master silence with wisdom. You shall command wealth and respect by alignment. You shall withdraw from the unworthy with dignity, and you shall radiate authority as one who cannot be replaced. And when you do, the world will not resist you, it will seek you. The very ones who overlooked you will remember you. The very ones who dismissed you will pursue you. The very ones who dishonored you will beg for your presence. This is the promise of divine law. This is the prophecy of your destiny. Rise, decree, embody, and reign. They will beg for you.